Oh my god.
I really need to make this fucking money.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money. I'm done. Why am I poisoning? What? Why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a loser. Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a loser.
I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Why are you doing this to me? I just can't do it. So why? Anybody who says they have Apple art. Anybody who says they have Apple art. We made $1 and lost 1 subscriber. So you guys earn 3 minutes of commercials. I don't spill my fingers. I touch my face. Did something that's a twitch. Did something that's a twitch. Got no bitch in my blood. 0 bitch in my blood. Honestly, straight life in people's faces. I don't spill my fingers, right?
That was my depression. I need that money. Pay my bills, electric bill, the internet bill. That was my depression. I need that money. Pay my bills, electric bill, the internet bill.
I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. But why are you doing this to me? I just can't do it.
Why am I toxic?
You're the fucking
Why am I toxic?
You're the fucking
Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a loser. Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a loser.
I'll admit it. I'm not letting my kids die. I'm somebody that thought I could fix this, and I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbor. I'm gonna haul him up by a chain. I will eat your ass. I'll do it. You think I like sizing up my neighbor? Gonna chop his ass up. My children aren't going hungry. I will eat your ass. I'll eat your ass. I'm literally looking at my neighbors now going, I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. My superpower is being honest, and I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. That's why I want the globalists to know. I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. I've extrapolated this out, and I will eat your ass.
I learned a lot. And I learned that, I learned a lot. Anyway, Bo is associated here. Anyway, the point I want to make is, I learned so much. I learned so much. I learned black, white, all colors, all backgrounds. But I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot. You know, come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. What I have to do is I have to continue talking about the things. Come on, man. I came down here because I remember the first bumper sticker I saw. I learned that I got hairy legs that turned blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight and then watch the hair come back up again. So I learned about kids jumping on my lap, not kids jumping on my lap. Oh, I'm in trouble. What are we, nuts? Dead. You know, come on, man. Give me a little break here. Get a life. Taking cocaine or not? What do you think? Huh? Come on, man. Black, white, all colors, all backgrounds. But I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot. You know, come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black. Come on, man. The corn pop was a bad dude. and he ran a bunch of bad boys. I can hardly wait to meet with that guy who is the stable genius. Come on, man. I am very willing to let the public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness. Come on, man. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids, wealthy kids. Come on, man. I mean, come on. Take a look at the record. I know a lot of weed smokers. Come on, man. Black, white, all colors, all backgrounds, but I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot, you know. Come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Why the hell would I take a test? I am,
And strike and strike and strike until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned against you, let there be that we would strike the ground, for you will give us victory. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now. They're coming here. They're coming here from Africa, from South America. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now. They're coming here. They're coming here from Africa, from South America. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now.
Don't you tell me to calm down. There's that chirping again. How are you not hearing that? Newsflash, asshole! I've been hearing it the entire goddamn time! Then why wouldn't you say something? Because I hate you!
Now remember, you have no regard for human life, most especially women, because they have the organs that you wish that you had. So you want to make a suit from them.
Old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question mark.
They're hippies. They don't have any money.
Can you name one thing I've done that wasn't completely justified?
The Death Star, for one.
The Death Star was more of a scare tactic than anything. I mean, how many planets did you really see us blow up?
Krill? You blew up Alderaan.
Oh, you mean the planet harboring terrorists? Yeah, we blew that thing up.
No.
There's just a rule. You know, the rules of perception. If they're black, then it's a gang. If they're Italian, it's a mob. But if they're Jewish, it's a coincidence, and you should never speak about it.
Boo! I am a high-priced Washington lobbyist peddling influence. Who wants candy?
It seems like a good time to talk about Kanye West. What do you guys think?
I mean,
man, maybe? I'll tell you though, you've reached a new level when you even got Alex Jones going, what the fuck?
Oh my god, the look on Alex Jones' face. I was like, oh, that poor man. He's going through so much right now. But like, no joke, right? Because he's got Kanye West on there because it's like a massive, massive opportunity. Oh wait, what?
Are our mics peaking right now? Because it seems like the outlines around our icons are going off. Kind of crazy.
No, your mic is fine. Vic's mic isn't peaking at all.
It's not?
Wait, you
I don't
guys
know.
couldn't. Wait, you
It
guys
just looks
couldn't hear
weird
the
on my
clips?
end.
Yeah, I mean, I could hear them.
Okay, I'm confused. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. If you guys didn't hear the clips, that's because you were temporarily deaf or something.
No, I
Sen,
could hear him
go-
fine.
Yeah,
yeah, we
Gigi
heard
could
it.
hear
We
them
just-
just fine. Sen, you need to see a doctor. Okay. Alex
check your
Jones
headphone
kept
settings.
Alex Jones kept handing him a lifeline. That's 100% true. Because Alex Jones is like, people shouldn't be calling you Nazis, and he's like, well, like, oh my god, no, oh no.
Jesus, man.
It's like, listen, Yi, I'm supposed to be the crazy one here, not you.
Yeah, no, like I don't want to spend too long talking about it. If we go for 2 hours tonight, we can bring it up again because obviously the stuff that we're going to talk about there could be problematic for the channel at the wrong moment.
Yeah.
Wait,
You want to talk about?
Wait, Sed, could you hear the clips or no? Because that's how I open up the show. I just play a bunch of random clips.
I mean,
Sen, were
Sen,
you able
check-
to hear
check your
the
headphone
songs when
settings.
they were playing, or is it just the
Yeah.
clips?
I mean, I heard them, unless
Like, tell me, Sen, I need you to hear me, okay? I need you to tell me if you can hear this clip that I'm about to play.
Of course, he's going to say yes to that.
If you need me to, I can play it again. I just need to understand if you heard it, and then if you could spell out what you heard in the chat.
I mean, I went back to check the stream again just to make sure. I was like, okay, I hear the audio fine when I'm watching the stream, so it's probably on Sen's end, and Sen's just probably being a boomer right now.
Devend, I'm so sorry, but it's still my favorite clip. Like, I love everything from the Chappelle Show. The one that I need to find and put on the channel, it's from that fucking movie that he did, right? Where he goes into the he goes into the recovery, right? The God damn it, why am I blanking on the name? It had Bob Saget in it.
Half Baked.
Yes, Half Baked. Why did I blank on that? Because I am half baked. But okay, wait. Do you guys want to see that scene? Because it's like the funniest thing ever.
Sure.
Oh, Bob Saget.
Okay.
And I think if we keep it short, we'll be fine. It's only like a minute long. Hold on, let me go exactly to.
You should have all these clips into one giant video, kind of like the music. That way, it doesn't keep showing our icons in between.
Oh, I can't. It only lets me do like. Actually, I guess I could just put these together now because it only lets me upload like 2 minutes at a time. But I could probably put all those. Yeah, I could probably put all those clips into a video and then just click on the video instead of doing like randomly as we're playing. But sometimes I like to change them up because some clips I don't think that we should play every night, right? Like, let's be honest. This one is a little disturbing.
Old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question mark.
Oh God!
Like I said, it's a little disturbing. And then this is just only for certain
White
nights.
women are dangerous because white people are dangerous. They are, by the nature of their DNA, potential domestic terrorists.
And see, that was from Parker Carlson. So, all right, okay. In all seriousness, this is probably one of the funniest fucking things from Chappelle, and it's from Half Baked.
Hi. I'm here today because I'm addicted to marijuana.
You in here for some marijuana? Marijuana? Bullshit!
Marijuana, drug. I used to suck dick for coke.
I seen him.
Why does that actor look so familiar?
It's Bob Saget, man.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, America's
I keep
home
forgetting what
videos
that
and
man
whatnot.
looks like.
He was America's dad.
Bear.
He was America's dad for like the longest time, and yeah, I grew up watching America's Home Videos. Dude, He passed away recently, and I remember I went back and I watched him do the interview where he's talking about this clip, and he's like, people like recognize him in the street and repeat the line from the movie when he's in front of his kids. And it's like, God damn, that's hilarious. Oh man.
Funny.
Oh, Balenciaga. Okay, dude, I don't actually know what this brand is, but apparently it's like not a brand most people have. It's like specifically for rich and wealthy people or people who want to, LARP as being rich and wealthy. So it's like it's not like Target or anything. So I don't really know shit about it. But
it's some knockoff Italian shit, really.
Yeah, well, I mean, celebrities have it. Kim Kardashian had to deal with them, but it's like, look, do I think that that's like, oh my gosh, look, they're worshiping Baal, the demon? I think maybe whoever put the set together probably knew what they were fucking doing there and thought that it was funny, right? Because they're fucking disturbed. I don't actually think that, the Balenciaga people were like, oh, we're going to worship the child sacrifice devil thingy. But even if not, man, that was bad enough. Why the fuck are you selling fucking children's bondage fucking clothes? What the fuck, man? Everything there is just so disturbing and fucking weird. But it's really fucked up. It was the response to it that it just broke me, right? You have on the fucking View, you got that fucking dumbass. Is it? No, it's not.
Whoopi Goldberg?
No, Whoopi Goldberg was there, I think. No.
Joy Behar?
Joy was talking about it too. Look, they're all fucking idiots. But
yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, they were like, oh, what upsets me about it is this will make the right look correct. And they've been going after the gay community as groomers, and it's wrong. And I'm like, what? I didn't hear anybody associate this fucking clothing company with the gay community. I heard these assholes do it and complain about it. I'm like, why would you associate this with gay people? You motherfuckers did that. I'm sitting there going why are they bringing up fucking child porn in their fucking photo shoot and have a teddy bear in fucking bondage gear? Dude, that's disturbing. You don't need that to be fucking told to you. Yeah, Sunny fucking Houston. That's her fucking name.
Oh, that one.
Oh, her.
Dude, it's what the fuck is wrong with you? That's your main complaint? No. The second complaint was, oh, and their clothes suck. Yeah, the fashion. Oh, what the fuck, man? You really want to convince me that you people are fucking heinous and evil, and there is no way of ever reconciling our differences? It's your fucking behavior around this shit. It really is. It fucking is. Because what blows me away is there was the nightclub Boom Boom Pow that happened. And I'm not being scripted at all because I don't want to get us yanked or anything.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. I know what you're talking about.
But immediately everyone came out and said the right is criminalizing the gay community, and they're targeting them, and they're calling them groomers, and they're calling them pedos, and all this shit. Right? They're saying the right keeps doing it. They're just going after the gay community here. Well, then the Balenciaga thing happened, and they were just as outraged about that. And what was the first thing these assholes did? Immediately started associating with the LGBTQ. I am so fucking done with this shit, right? As far as I'm concerned, right? Anytime you are dealing with children, predators are going to do anything they can to be involved in whatever movement that gives them access to the children. So when I see shit like that Desmond, the Desmond kid, or whatever,
Desmond is amazing.
And I don't want to say the gender because I honestly don't even fucking know, and I want to get in trouble with YouTube. But when you have a child that is that young going to an adult nightclub, right, where they are on stage dancing for music and stripping off articles of clothing. I'm sorry, but that is literally where a pedophile would go. That's the first fucking place that they would want to be, right?
Sounds like something South Park would do.
Right? Sounds like something out of South Park.
Didn't they do that for an
No,
episode?
they did that in the Fractured Butthole, actually, where you can actually go into a strip club to look for some guys.
No,
And
no,
then,
no,
you
no.
know,
There was an episode
they
where
did it with
like
Butter.
Michael Jackson's in purgatory and then he like
Oh,
possesses
yeah.
Ike's body.
There
And
was
then
that. There was also the episode with Butters when he's like singing the song.
which one? I'm trying to
What,
remember
in the
the
butt?
song.
Oh my gosh. The
Was it that one?
no, the what in my butt song.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the one I was talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
it's
Yes,
wet in
yes,
your butt, sir.
exactly.
Yeah, it was the YouTube episode.
No, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what about the episode with the fucking
Canada was on strike.
Cartman invites Nambla because he wants to hang out with adults and be mature. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
And
Like,
it says
real
like,
life is
dude,
fucking
you
South
fuck
Park. That's-
kids.
God damn.
And they all get like Kenny's dad in the end.
Like
He's being loaded up on a stretcher in the back of the ambulance.
oh god. Okay, we got dude, if we stay on South Park, like holy shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is why we need separate streams to talk about this stuff.
Yeah, but like my
Let's talk
point
about
is,
Pokemon next.
yeah, right. But my point is, with the Balenciaga stuff, like the right was just as outraged about that, and that's just a luxury clothing brand. That's it. That's what that is. It has nothing to do with the gay community whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. But the right was just as outraged about it. How'd the left react? It was more like, this is just gonna make them look correct. Like, fuck you. Like, oh my God. I'm convinced that you people, I'm not gonna say like, oh, everybody on left is Gerber. No, what I will say is people on the left just don't fucking care about anybody but themselves. Whatever gets them mad, whatever makes them look better. Like this shit like is so fucking annoying. It really is. But like they really do feel like children do not deserve the same protections that they do. Right? These are sensitive little fucking shitlords. And they will absolutely 100% let children be fucking abused and exploited. They don't give a shit. Fucking, how long was the fucking child exploitation material fully allowed to stay up on Twitter? For like the longest fucking time. Years and fucking years. There's a fucking lawsuit because Twitter refused under manual fucking review to remove child porn when the victim complained about it.
That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
Well,
No,
Twitter...
hold on. Before you say anything, Elon Musk comes in. You have all the bullshit. You have him working with what? Less than a tenth of the fucking staff. And somehow, in the course of what? A few fucking weeks, is purging it off the fucking platform. I'm fucking sorry. People on the left, if a child was being fucking raped in front of them, would not do shit, would sit there and talk about how you need to understand where the abuser is coming from here. Fuck off. I'm just done. Oh, no, I really am. I am just so fucking done. I'm done pretending these people have any fucking morals that they'll ever stand by. I'm just fucking done. I'm so fucking done with it. Like, when we talk about the fucking Twitter files, like, I remember 2 years ago, it was not, it's revenge porn, and revenge porn is illegal and it's against terms of service. No, because, look, yeah, were people making fun of the dudes, like, cracked out fucking porn? Like, yeah, absolutely. I'll give it to you. They were. That wasn't the fucking story. That was absolutely not the story. The story was Joe Biden, who is currently the president, was using his crack-addicted son in order to fucking get money from these fucking places that he shouldn't be doing it. When his son has these business dealings in like fucking China, per se, right? And you sit there and you tell everybody, well, that's his son. And his father has said it's his son and he knows nothing about it. But then you find out actually they're sharing a bank account. And actually he said that he had to kick up money to the big man. Like, come on. It's like, what? We're going to fucking sit here and pretend? No, what do? Wait, Donald Trump is so much worse. Shove it up your ass. I'm done. I'm fucking so done. Biden Inc. was a story well before Donald fucking Trump ever talked about running for president.
Mm-hmm.
The man has, like, literally, anytime he has advanced his political career, his family just gets richer and fucking richer. And then we sit here and we're, like, supposed to pretend that there's nothing illicit there. No, of course we know there is. These assholes just don't give a shit. If it benefits them, it's good for them. If it hurts their opponents, it's good for them. If it hurts them, it's bad. That's all you need to figure out where they're going to stand on a fucking issue. Oh, man, I'm just so done pretending these people deserve any fucking respect or to be treated like anything other than just fucking garbage, because they're fucking garbage.
I mean, the mental gymnastics with the Balenciaga stuff, it just kind of like, I expected at this point. They could both put their foot in their mouth and shoot it at the same time. Like, they only hurt themselves by saying, "Oh, this is just going to make the right look correct."
How come that's what you're outraged about? Like that's what they're upset about. It makes the right look correct. I don't know how, like, these people are so dishonest. It's insane.
Well, it's probably because they've got that track record in their head of Donald Trump going wrong. Just playing on a loop every time one of their dirty little secrets comes out.
I mean, look, you know, I want to wait to talk about the Twitter file stuff, because I also want to read through a bunch of the tweets and the replies to it. But like,
oh boy.
But like, no joke, right?
I've seen some of that stuff.
I haven't.
What I want to remind everybody was in 2016, leading up to Donald Trump taking office, the big story was Russia had interfered in our elections in order to benefit Donald Trump, right? Mm-hmm. The interference, okay, this is the fucked up part. The interference was apparently because Russia was buying, like, Facebook ads that were supportive of Donald Trump and negative of Joe Biden. And these were influencing people, okay?
Somehow.
In the 2020 election, one of the candidates went directly to the people that were running one of the one of the biggest social media platforms and told them, hey, I need you to take down this story about my son and these illegal dealings that I might be involved in. And Twitter said, A-O-fucking-K. And not only did that happen, right? At the same time, you also had several different media outlets bring on all of these different intelligence officials to repeat the lie that this was a Russian disinformation campaign. I remember this because I'm not, like, brain damaged and my memory span is longer than just a couple of years or a couple of months, I guess. Like, these people are really bad. But, like, when I see shit like that, I go, you just have to acknowledge at a certain point, hey, you were wrong on this one, but they won't do it, right? Instead, what do? This is a rich man's PR game. Like, you need to stop treating people on the left like they actually have any dignity, any integrity, that they will ever stand by a single moral that they preach, because they will not do it. The moment it stops benefiting them, they'll flip on whatever stance that they had. The moment they can fucking lay you under with a speck of fucking power, they will reach for that power and smack you down. When it came to, like, Elon Musk getting the platform, right? Where did they start screaming? He's going to attack us. He's going to censor us. He's going to ban us. Why? Because that's what they do when they have power. They knew that that was happening to right-wing accounts, but what did they say? No, it's not. They'd stop breaking the rules. It's not happening. There's no bias. Like, how many times did you have somebody at fucking Twitter, like, blow the fucking whistle? Yes, the bias is heavy. The Jack Dorsey, the guy who started the company, flat out stated it was a problem. But these people just like lied to your fucking faces and said it was all in your fucking head, gaslighting everybody around them.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised given how they had a box wine dispenser that they would be drunk on power as well.
Oh yeah, let us not forget about that, Twitter.
Oh my god! Like the thing is, if I try to like be that person who goes like, look, there are times where people need to pull back, but now I'm in the mindset that no, actually, what you need to do is put your fucking foot straight into the fucking gas and go full fucking throttle. Because these people have shown that they will never stop and never take any accountability. And they're perfectly happy with fucking lying to your face and laughing about it. So stop treating them like they're like decent people. They're not. They're fucking not. When children are being exploited and abused, they don't give a shit.
Just imagine them as a group of rioters surrounding your car. Hit the gas. Don't look back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, that's happened though, right? These people have surrounded cars, broken like these people, the rioters. Yes, at the fucking nasty, dirty BLM riots, the fucking killed a fuck ton of people. Not that they care. Right? Because that what was that? That was the language of the oppressed when poor minorities were being killed in the street. Motherfuckers, I swear to God. Anyways, so these people at these riots would surround the cars and then break into the cars and drag the drivers out of the vehicles and beat them, in some cases to death. So in this one instance, you had a woman who's driving down the road, and there's this big riot, and all of a sudden they start surrounding her car, and she's got her daughter in the car with her, and they're trying to break into the car. And it's like, what is she supposed to do, right? Just sit there and hope that the dozens of people surrounding her car bashing it are actually just really nice and friendly and just want to explain to her about racism and systemic oppression? No, of course not. So she just hits the fucking gas and goes and plows into them. And she's been offered 2 different plea deals for like 6 months of community service, and says she ain't gonna fucking do it because she's not going to admit that she committed a fucking crime because she didn't.
I swear,
oh man,
it's like the inverse of human history that's happening right now. Like, you think that the Chinese would just like stand by and like, oh, it's Genghis Khan. We don't need to build a wall.
Oh my God. You know, when we talk, because you mentioned China and we're talking about the U.S., but just briefly, I want to mention our shithead neighbors to the north who have
Canada.
Yeah. Guys, guess what the Canadian free healthcare system is now offering to people who have like chronic illnesses?
Lethal injection.
Lethal fucking injection. Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're euthanizing people up in Canada. It's totally legal in the country now. So
how?
Because
it's cheaper.
They are fucking disgusting. Because they can't admit that their healthcare system is broken and bad. So instead, they're just offering to kill people who have chronic illnesses, disabilities, or just don't feel like living no more. Like, if you're a high schooler and high school is difficult and you're feeling depressed, you can just call the state up and say, hey, buddy, end it, please. And it's totally fucking legal. Dude, Trudeau is one of the, like, I swear, right? We have to sit here and talk about Trump. Dude, fucking Trudeau legalized killing his own citizens and is doing it to people with chronic illnesses and disabilities first.
Where have I heard that before?
Yeah, where have I heard that before?
Let's see here. Starts with N, ends with Erminy.
God damn, dude. Like,
That's a good encryption.
I look at this shit, right, and I'm just like, everybody on the left, I just don't give a shit anymore. Your beloved fucking politicians all fuck their people over. You never stand by a single fucking thing that you say, and you constantly lie and you constantly fucking gaslight. I mean, we know for a fact, right, that Trump supporters were like fucking killed when Trump was in office and after he left office. There's the fucking guy in Portland who just like stalked that one Trump supporter who lived in the city too, right? Is following him down the street and then just pops him one in the head.
Ouch.
And then wait, hold on. Might I remind you, after stalking someone and executing them, Vice Media then did a sit-down interview with him where he gave his story about how he actually had this imaginary friend who, might you know, is a minority, mind you. And actually, the white guy that he was, creeping around and stalking was actually threatening his imaginary minority friend. And he had to kill him. Vice went ahead and went with the sob story of the fucking executioner of a Trump supporter. That's your fucking media. I don't give a shit what they say about people. I really fucking don't. Why the fuck would I? Well, the moment, like, I'm not kidding, right? The moment Vice did a sit-down puff piece interview with a man who had just stalked and executed somebody based solely on their political beliefs is when you
that's an insult to my limited intelligence.
That's when you fucking know how fucking broken it all is. And that was years ago, mind you. I think about 2 years ago.
Yep. Well, actually 2 years ago last month, I think.
Yeah. Think about all the shit that's happened since then. And look at what's happening in Arizona with that election with Carrie Lake and Katie Hobbs. And look, I mean, you hear people trying to like say, oh, they're claiming fraud. It's like, no, that's not what's going on. Literally, everybody saw it on election day, Maricopa County, all the fucking ballot machines just breaking down. Oh, when I say all, I mean
that doesn't sound odd at all.
It was 33%, but it was happening in every single county. And the main problem with it happening on election day is Democrats tend to do early voting, right? The majority of their votes are early votes. Republicans en masse show up on election day. So if on election day, that's when your voting machines were having these issues, well, then 100%, it was primarily only affecting one side. And when I look at the margins of the race, yeah, I think that there's a question there. I think that this is the time where you have to have a lawsuit. Well, I mean, that's because that's how our court system works. There's supposed to be legal remedies to situations like this. I remember during the election in Georgia where they tried to claim voter disenfranchisement because lines were too long, right? And they said people were getting burned out and just leaving because the lines were too long. In Arizona, the fucking machines weren't working. But it's not the lines not working. The machines were broken. That's like you can't actually cast your fucking vote. And that's what people are saying happened to them. So they're not claiming fraud. They're claiming very, very open and honestly, on election day, there were all of these issues, and that disenfranchised the voters in Arizona. If the court says yes, they really should say yes. Like, I don't know how to get around this. And to be clear, I don't really like the stuff that happens in Georgia regardless, right? But after Kemp got elected, I think the whole thing where he was trying to keep people from voting kind of went away in the last election because they didn't have those issues in Georgia. Like, I'm sorry, it didn't happen. So I don't know what to say. Like, I really don't know what to say. But looking at what happened in Arizona, where you have those issues, you have those questions, you have these lawsuits, fucking the candidate who wins that election as Secretary of State threatens to go after and prosecute anyone that doesn't certify her the victor. Like, dude, I'm sorry, man. All of that looks so fucking corrupt and disgusting. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say she directly had a hand in manipulating the ballot. I don't fucking know that. What I do know is it happened on the fucking voting day. It clearly affected one side, definitely not her. Yeah, I mean, like, you need to actually look into that. You can't sit there and say, if you don't certify me the victor, I'm going to throw you in prison. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm sorry,
like dictatorship right there,
dude. Like, I'm sorry, that on the face looks wicked and corrupt. And anybody, literally anybody, on the right, if they were fucking talking like that, you would immediately be screaming and crying and bitching and fucking moaning. But people on the right don't do that. Just people on the left, asshole. So like I said, I'm fucking done with these people. I'm done with their bullshit. I'm done with the fucking lies. I'm just fucking done with it. Anytime they say something, I'm just like, you're lying. You're dishonest. Because 9 times out of fucking 10, you know it's true. You know it's true that they're fucking lying, they're being dishonest, or they're misframing something, or they literally don't know shit about what they're talking about, but they're just going to keep fucking going on as if they know everything.
Vosh, Hassan, I mean, secular talk, Young Turks.
Yeah, Young Turks is funny because they like get like bad boy energy, and it's fucking cute. Hold on, guys. Jasmine, have a good night. I love you. Big booty butt cheeks. I think that's what we said, right? Big booty. I can't remember. I'm supposed to say something.
Wait a minute, Crow. Did you just let out the safe word or what?
No. She said I had to shout that out tonight.
Yeah.
Night, Jazz.
Good night, baby. Okay, so God damn it, that totally took me off track. Okay, she saw it. Okay, we're good. But no, like honestly, when it comes to like Hassan's just an idiot. Hassan's just following what his fucking uncle did. Back when it was popular for him to be a man bro, he was a fucking man bro.
Well, I mean,
now it's popular for him to fucking tuck his balls in, and that's what he's doing because it makes him money. Like, dude, no joke, right? I saw that fucking tweet today where he like wins a little fucking award, and they called him the #1 streamer for news, and people are like, he completely botched the entire Ukraine thing, and it's like, a lot of people are mentioning this Dylan Burns guy. And look, the thing is, I don't like the Dylan guy because he's done some shit that I think is fucking nasty, but that Dylan guy actually went to Ukraine, to the war zone, and was interviewing people on his show from the zone. Like, he was actually really committed to telling that story. So I'm sitting there going, like, you gave a news award to the guy who completely fucking botched it for fucking months. And it's like, yeah, man, like, I just don't fucking believe you're, like, care. I think you're dishonest. I look at that award and just go, like, yeah, I mean, it's a popularity contest among idiots. When it comes to, like, fucking Vaush, though, I remember Vaush is like one of the Vaush like clearly knows the fucking Hunter Biden laptop bullshit. He knows exactly how that's fucking wrong because look, Trump apparently had access to these fucking tools to make requests, and apparently Trump had made requests to get content pulled down. I haven't seen what that content is. I want to fucking know. He was the fucking president. He shouldn't be fucking doing it. Period. Exactly. Neither should any fucking candidate running. And that's apparently that happened in the fucking Katie Hobb Carrie Lake race. Katie Hobb was making requests to Twitter to pull down content she didn't like. She's a fucking part of government too. Like the defense now is, well, yes, the Biden campaign did it, but he wasn't the president yet.
Doesn't matter.
Like, are you kidding? Like, here's the thing. if you have a candidate who can directly influence what people are talking about on a social media platform in regards to their fucking election, let alone any other issue, but their fucking election, that is interference of the highest fucking order. We're going to sit here and do all this bullshit with Trump. Look, yeah, I would 100% think Biden has earned an impeachment, as well as several fists up his ass. Along with fucking Vaush, too. Because, again, Vaush knows what he's fucking doing. Like, that's why he spent so long talking about how much he loves Hunter Biden's dick. Because now the new narrative is that the story was pulled down because they were sharing Hunter Biden's dick pics, and the right is just obsessed with Hunter Biden's dick. I look at his fucking tweet. It's like he fucking talks about it all the fucking time now, and I'm like,
I mean, I don't.
Yeah. It's funny that the crack addict was filming himself with fucking escorts and shit, or like doped out in the fucking tub. It's funny. Yeah, I get it. I don't give a shit about that. I care that he was fucking doing these business dealings overseas under his father's fucking name.
Not only that, he was taking Air Force 2 to do all that shit as well.
Like, yeah, that's the other thing. It's like you can't again, people know this. Who know this? Vaush knows this because as much as he wants to pretend there's nothing there, he is smart enough to actually look into the issue. And he's also smart enough to know that his audience is too stupid and unwilling to actually look into it themselves.
I mean, there's enough there to point to Hunter Biden being a child rapist. I mean, did you see some of the pictures that were coming out of him with like a what was it, a 12-year-old Taiwanese girl?
Yeah, no, he was in Thailand. Thailand allows for fucking people to fuck children. Like, it's not against the law, I think, in Thailand or whatever, or like the police just don't fucking care. So there's like actual laws here in the U.S. to prevent people from traveling to Thailand to have sex with children, right?
Yeah, it's called sex tourism laws, basically.
But the problem is Hunter Biden was in fucking Thailand, and he's got these little girls around his fucking arms that are dressed up like child fucking escorts. So it's like, what do you want to fucking believe, right? I just don't trust that these people give a shit, right? Like, what was the fucking Sam Harris, the guy who was like all fucking proud and giddy that Trump got banned, and then fucking said he didn't care if Hunter Biden had a bunch of dead children in his basement. That didn't matter to him. If that meant social media was going to collude to take a story down that was threatening to Hunter Biden, or threatening to Joe Biden because his son had dead children in the basement, well, that was A-okay because Donald Trump was worse. Their entire justification for being unhinged fucking morons and doing the most insanely god-awful shit has been, my opponents are worse and I have to stop them.
Well, did you say earlier that Vaush was like, playing along with like he's in love with Hunter Biden's dick or whatever?
Wait, who?
Vaush.
Dude, like the Vaush will jump into any fucking like Vaush is the reply guy to conservatives because he's hoping somebody will give him some attention because he's desperate. Like I just look at it and go like, dude, anytime I see him open his fucking mouth, it's the most atrociously absurd take on things. And I know he knows what he's talking about because I've heard him actually talk about the subject before. Back when it was Russian disinformation, right? That's when Vaush actually knew what he was talking about with the subject because he was debunking it all as Russian disinformation and a complete non-issue. now it's Hunter Biden's large dick, everybody. God damn,
yeah,
dude.
He probably has a thing for it because it's been in kids.
Yeah, I don't even want to fucking go into that fucking idiot.
Vaush is a pedophile.
Yeah, look, honestly, I'm not going to go that far, but I will say is I think only pedophiles would actually try to make an actual argument that they've never heard anything morally wrong with child porn. Vaush did. Yeah. So there was that.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have the Twitter files thread pulled up, but there was one more thing. Actually, a couple of things we need to talk about. Let me talk about something that is just insanely fucking stupid. I want to go in.
Talking.
I don't want to go into any particular video, but probably this video by Legal Eagle. Legal Eagle is a lawyer, don't you know? Dude,
this guy, the one who gets shit on by every other lawyer on YouTube.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
dude, he gets shit on like relentlessly. And don't get me wrong,
you know,
well, hold on. I want to say this. I like his presentation, right? Like when you tell me like
Yeah.
a lawyer, yeah, man. I like when people are saying like Nick Ricade is a lawyer. Like if you watched his show for the first time, you'd probably be like, wait, no way, right? Because he doesn't. He's not what is in your mind when you think lawyer. You think a guy in a suit with a professional fucking haircut who looks like he's just wealthy as all fuck, right? Like just a like. Oh God, I'm trying to think of the name of the guy from the TV show, but whatever.
I mean,
like Legal Eagle is a guy that if you looked at him, the first thing you would think is that guy is a lawyer or a douchebag. Probably
either or.
I mean, given all the stuff that's come out like with Legal Eagle in the past, like I used to watch his stuff up until the Trump impeachment nonsense, in which he was like saying it was 100% viable what they were going to do and whatnot. And I'm like, the dude's a cuck. And then all the shit that came out with Nick Ricada as of late, I'm like, oh shit. Like everyone expects Legal Eagle to be the penultimate cuck lawyer.
Oh, look, the thing with the guy is if these are actually his opinions, I just look at it and go like, I think he just goes with whatever argument his audience is most prone to. And he just appeals to that shit. And it's like, look, okay. This is why I want to talk about it. Because there was this one comment that I saw that was just like driving me fucking nuts. And I'll see it here in a second. Here we go. The fact that an attorney is not worried about using the word scam anywhere in the vicinity of a company is very telling. Yeah, it's very fucking telling. It's very fucking telling. Guys, do you see how fucking telling this is?
Yeah.
It's so telling.
He has it in the title. He doesn't have to repeat the word 1,000 times.
It was not only is it in a title, he's got a little cute asterisk there. Do you know what an asterisk means to an attorney?
Yeah, it denotes whether or not if it's, important.
It means you can go fuck yourself. Like, dude, like, come on. Right? Like, this is how dumb his audience is, though. Like, and I don't mean to shit on the creator for cultivating an audience of fucking stupid people, but Legal Eagle definitely has accomplished that.
I mean, that's another thing that turned me off about him is like he's just giving into his audience, like the more predominant side of his audience.
Let's read this. Let's read this other comment from his fucking audience. My family is aggressively proud of their Scottish heritage and are also easily duped by anything on the internet. My gullible father was heavily duped by a predecessor of this company and actually gave up thousands of dollars to them, all while thinking he was rebuilding our family legacy. These scams can actually hurt people pretty bad. Go fuck yourself. Like, I'm fucking sorry, man. Like, I've seen the established title shit, right? Because, like, fuck, who was it? Willie Mac, right?
He only had to buy 1 square foot. What the fuck are you talking about thousands of fucking dollars for a gag gift?
It's 1 square foot. It's a gag gift. Even in the shit that they send out to these YouTubers, it flat out says it's not, like, from the fucking Scottish government. Like, I don't even know why you would think that. Like, I really don't. Like, when I see people talking about it, I honestly assumed it was like that shit where you buy a fucking star, and it turns out it's exactly that. You don't actually own the fucking star. NASA doesn't have a fucking certificate with your fucking name on it, douchebag. But like this shit, it's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing. And these people are sitting there going like, this is a total scam. Like, oh my fucking God.
I mean,
like,
the best
fucking ignorant and stupid you have to be. But look at his audience, and they are this fucking ignorant and this fucking stupid.
I mean, here's the thing. Like the best way how they could actually, well, the best joke I could come up for this as it being a scam is like them promising to sell them a submarine, and it turns out it's full of holes. It's still going to go underwater, but just not the way you think it. Like that's the scam.
Okay, hold on. I gotta read this. The Japanese knives are a bigger scam. Exactly.
Yeah. Was it Tommy Koto?
Yes, dude.
Like I got me a set of those without the advert because I wanted to try something new.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, it's
fucking
just
bullshit.
It's just regular cast iron.
Yes.
To sharpen it.
No joke. I really wanted to get those fucking knives. And I was like, these are kind of pricey. And then later I found out they're just fucking regular fucking knives.
Yeah.
Like that to me, like, am I gonna call that a scam? No, even though they're directly fucking lying about what you're getting, it's just dishonest marketing as far as I'm concerned. I don't like it, and I think that they'll go down when more people realize they're full of shit. But that's not a scam. This shit is definitely not though.
Wasn't their like whole knife brand thing is that it was forged in the traditional Japanese manufacturing ways, like back before in industrial times?
Probably. I mean, that's
like if that's their main selling point is that it's just some dude over a freaking iron just banging it with a hammer until he straightens out the metal after it's been in an oven all day. Like I wouldn't call that a scam. I would just say that's a waste of time for marketing.
Yeah, they're made in China. That's funny.
That's even funnier.
Okay.
And to be honest, I totally forgot about those until he brought it up.
Okay, so like,
did they actually stamp that in the metal? Is that how people figured it out?
No, probably. They probably won't stamp it in the metal. They'll probably stamp it in the handle, saying "Made in China" in the grail.
Like,
well, I mean, in the past,
I got to keep reading these. Hold on, let me just read one more. Okay. Because it's got 69 likes on it, and I think it's just perfect. A few days before the whole established titles is a scam thing blew up, my husband and I were discussing established titles being a scam. We didn't have proof, and neither of us bothered to look stuff up, but we both independently decided the vibe was way off. Why?
What?
Why are you people so fucking stupid? I don't get it. Like, you know what's a fucked up thing? There are so many people with this fucking sponsorship. I've heard the ad so many fucking times. And every single time it says it's based on a Scottish tradition.
Not that it's following one.
Not that it is one. Oh my God. And when the fucking scam video came out for this fucking asshole douchebag fake fucking lawyer idiot, bro. When the fucking scam video came out that blew up, the guy claimed they weren't even planting the fucking trees.
Yeah. Oh, God. Again.
Man, that's an insult to my limited intelligence.
I mean...
No, but it is. It is. Like, dude, here's the way it works. You get the money, they give you a little fucking thing, and then they go and pay a company to go plant the fucking trees! That's the point. That was the fucking point. It's to plant fucking trees there. God damn it, you selfish assholes. You jackasses. When I saw it, I thought it was about conserving the fucking land in fucking Scotland. And also you get like a little cool gift.
Yeah, the whole gag for the buy-in is just like, hey, you could call yourself a lord, technically.
All these, like, I this is why I fucking hate these people. It's why I hate the fucking jackass who started this bullshit. It's why I hate the fucking douchebag fucking idiots who took the fucking money from established titles, then squintered and tucked their little balls up, terrified. Oh no, I didn't actually read what it said. Am I in trouble? Fuck you too. No, seriously, fuck you too. Because that actually tells me a lot about you. Like, holy shit.
Talk about reading the fine print. He goes into the law of the land and is like, see, this is a scam. Well, you're not reading the fine print of the quote unquote scam, douchebag.
Dude, it's like, look, it's clear. They're not hiding any of this. It's clear in what they send to people who they're paying the money to.
And not
Dude,
to mention,
like, it's clear to fucking me.
not to mention, the fucking idiot who released a video that was talking about it being a scam said it was run by China.
Yeah, oh my god, that was the best
And
part.
it was like an American citizen who went to Hong Kong and then was inspired there to do this. If I remember it correctly.
Yeah, no. He basically said that because she was Chinese, that meant that it was more than likely a scam because Chinese businesses are usually shady and don't have to follow the same practices as American companies. That was his fucking...
Talk about racism. Talk about racism.
Dude,
the guy
like, actually,
all these fucking jackasses.
All these jackasses.
Like, all these jackasses here, they're saying, it's a scam, it's a scam. You're literally agreeing with a racist.
I mean, dude, seriously, like low key, that's a little racist. It's not the most racist, it's a little racist. He's not at Kanye West levels, but he's a little racist.
I mean, the guy was like, oh, she Chinese, she play trick.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Dude, I just like this whole thing. It pisses me off. It really fucking pisses me off, right? There's nothing wrong with what this fucking company does. Absolutely nothing wrong at all. They're doing a fucking actual good for people. And what does this asshole do after taking money from them for a year? Time for his next big video. I'm going to throw those motherfuckers under the bus. I mean, I get it. When you've got as many subs as he does, you probably can't afford to go trash a sponsor that's, suffering. But just like at the same time, like, holy shit, what a fucking douchebag. Like, I'm straight up, what a complete dishonest. Oh my God. He took money from them for a fucking year. This is clearly stated in their own fucking bullshit that they send to people. And he's going to turn around and say it was a scam and I just didn't know any better. Well, I mean, good fucking job. I would never trust you to go near any fucking case for me at all, ever, period. And any recommendation you give, I will assume is a bad one. You fucking idiot. You absolutely... There's no two ways around this one. Either you take sponsorships and you don't bother reading jack shit, or you read everything and you turned around and you threw these people under the bus for, like, quick cash on a beat. I don't fucking know. Explain it to me, jackass. It's got to be one or the fucking other.
I mean, the only thing I could think of that he could say that this is possibly a scam from a pure scientific standpoint, and this is something from history, but I think there was this thing back in like Soviet Russia called Lysenkoism, in which where this one crackpot thought if you plant all the grains of wheat together as close as possible, they'll share all the nutrients, thus producing more. It didn't work. And seeing as how they're selling 1 square foot of land for each tree that gets planted, I would hope that they would plant them out a little bit further than that. Like, if he went at that angle, he might actually have a better chance, but he'd be just as stupid to believe it. Because they probably bought enough land beforehand in order for them to technically sell 1 square foot in order to have all those trees separated enough to grow.
This whole thing is just so fucking wrong. Like, there are absolutely bad sponsors who have absolutely scammed people. Established Titles is not one of them. Established Titles is an actual good company. It's actually doing good for people. Doing good for people in Scotland too. And these motherfuckers have flipped it into a fake fucking conspiracy scam to rip people off and lie to them when they are so perfectly fucking clear in everything that they give to people.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck this legal eagle guy. Shove it up your fucking ass. But I will say this. He's everything that I would expect from a regular attorney. No fucking integrity whatsoever. All right. We
Like
need
he's technically, if he wanted to act like his audience was his client, he's practically lying to his client.
I mean, I don't think he cares. Like, it's whatever is going to benefit him the most. Like any other fucking attorney would do. With no integrity. Like legal. Okay, there's a clip that's gone around. I told Aura that I would play it, but I have like literally no fucking clue what this is about.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying, I'm literally being honest about how it's feeling to me.
Jessica,
And
you are so frustrating to talk to sometimes. You're so nice and you're so I have so much fun talking to you sometimes. And then there's times like these where I can't get through to you. And I don't understand why. And I don't
that's how I feel about a lot of the stuff that I can't get through to anybody. And that's I don't
like I didn't plan any
even care about the money. I just wanted to find out more.
All right, baby girl, calm down.
I just wanted to find.
Oh, okay. What is this about?
That's the woman who.
What was your daddy drinking when he skeet you out?
Okay. Well, that's the woman who somehow bested you in a debate, Crow, when you were eating nuts. But apparently she's having a mental breakdown because
that's Jessica Bizzle?
Yeah, that's Jessica Bizzle. Who's having a mental breakdown because she thinks that Salvo is, unironically from the last segment, scamming her out of her winnings from the Fireball 3 because he gave Matt Pitt the money for his leg when he asked, and Salvo was also having troubles with his PayPal. There were a bunch of people like Tipster and a few other notable ones that were basically egging on Jessica into believing that would be the case because Tipster and Salvo were having a bit of a beef over the wife thing again. And this all blew up on Xylie's stream. And then Xylie blew up later after this because, well, she goes on into a little bit of tirade that isn't in this clip where she says she's had practically all the dicks of commentary in her mouth at one point or not.
You know, Xylie used to be a good friend of a good friend of mine. And I got the impression that Xylie didn't really appreciate me. But the thing is, because Xylie was a good friend of a good friend of mine, I chose to ignore that and keep my mouth shut for quite some time.
But not anymore.
Yeah, here's the thing. I've had this nice lemon ginger tea to help with my throat. I've been shouting a lot tonight.
Oh boy! So you're just getting started, basically.
But yeah, look, I watched the freak out clip as well. Why the fuck she got a problem with my fucking behavior? Grabbing your fucking tits and screaming, "Look at my tits!" What the fuck? What the
Did
fuck
she actually
is
say
wrong
that?
with you people?
Yeah, she.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, basically it was in lieu of not having a penis, so she was grabbing her tits. So that was the whole reason for the grabbing tits thing in it.
Dude, when it comes to this woman, she's like she's getting to like my mother's age, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck are you doing fucking commentary? Like, I don't fucking get it. I'm bored of fucking commentary, right? It's a bunch of fucking children and they act like fucking idiots.
Yeah,
like actual fucking children most of the time. Because like the new crew is like what, 16, 17 years old? Like, dude, I mean, you're a fucking grown woman. Like, come on. You've got to have better fucking things to do with your life than do that shit. I mean, I enjoy hanging out with my friends and talking about shit that I find interesting. But like this stuff, like I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. What the fuck is the Fireball?
Okay.
Yeah, we need context for that one.
Okay, I was in Fireball 3 with IBB. It's basically this game show trivia with a mix of internet blood sports that Salvo had put on. He had done 2 previously,
Okay, that sounds
and
retarded.
yeah, I know. At like the first one, I told Sin never do this gay shit again, and then I end
Oh
up doing
yeah,
it
I
with
remember Sin
IBB
did
for
it
the third
once.
one. But like it's I actually kind
Well,
of
see,
liked
now
where
I'm upset
Salvo was
I've never
taking
been
it.
invited.
Well, I mean, Crow, come
To be
on.
fair, do you
We
really want
all
to be
know why
invited to
you're not
this?
invited.
Because they don't like me. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And be fair, did you really want to be invited to that?
No, I really don't. But at the same time, it's insulting to not even be considered.
Well, if I get invited to the 4th one, which it's probably likely since I'll have you as my partner if they're doing duos, or I'll suggest you as a contestant.
No, yeah, sure. Let's see how that
Imagine
goes
if they just shut it down immediately. Like, no, we don't want Crow here.
Well, you know what? Here's the funny thing. Jane and Repsion were supposed to show up, but then they chickened out because Steve and Sin were going to go up, and they were like in the first round against each other.
Like I like what I these people are just so fucking small. I just don't.
I mean, if you think that matchup was pretty funny, you should have seen the one with me and IBB against Augie and Connor, or Horsefucker.
How did it go with the horsefucker?
Oh, I knocked him out completely. IBB kind of fucked up on the spelling, and he saved it with a joke, and then we made it past into, I think, the semifinal rounds, and then we lost to Matt Pitt and Vito.
I gotta say this. It's kind of hard to beat Vito in a conversation over anything because you're essentially talking to a living troll. All the shit that I'll say about
brain cells.
Dude, it will. It fucking will. Oh man.
If anything, the Fireball is kind of like a troll event because if you can get complete randos to knock out like the commentary bigwigs like me and IBB were, it's a lot more funnier to see the reaction of them. Like behind the scenes, I heard that Diorio was like bitching at Augie. He's like, "How could you lose?"
I mean, what did you mention the fucking gluten allergy?
Nah.
Oh wow.
No, I went in with like my original joke about him being Ralph Jr.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, he's 200 pounds too shy, but he's about the right height.
He's got the right mentality, but
he just needs the appetite, people. Yeah. You know what you need to do? You need to put Augie's tiny brain in Diorio's fat fucking body, and you literally get Ralph Jr.
Well, actually, it's the other way around. Augie's brain into fucking Diorio's body to get Ralph Jr.
Wait, didn't I say that?
I thought you said Diorio's brain into Augie's body, or maybe I misheard it. But
yeah, dude, I don't fucking know. All right, look.
But what led from that was in Fireball 3, Xylee, and this is probably a joke from Salvo, but there was some convincing evidence from what I saw that Xylee was cheating. And that's what started kind of like the blood feud between those two and led to...
Wait, cheating how?
Screen peeking, like getting answers from some other people for some of the trivia questions.
What? Okay. Because the trivia questions have to be some Salvo bullshit. Like what is he fucking asking people?
Okay, basically there was different categories. There's like African American history, pop culture, name that song,
all that jazz.
Let's see here. There was also know your contestants, in which we had to know trivia questions to, or no trivia answers to questions about their past history on YouTube. There was like a bunch of different ones, and I was able to knock out Augie pretty easily within all those categories. But the thing was that Xylee, she had her camera on, and you could see the reflection of her screen in her glasses. And you could see that she was looking off, and then there was like this other side window other than the Discord screen when you're looking at the call and you see the boxes. And you could tell that she was getting answers from someone. So it kind of started off as like a joke, and then people started going back to the footage and found something that seemed kind of off with Xylee's performance. And Salvo kept egging it on Twitter. Xylee told him to jump off the Empire State Building. And it's just been going back and forth for months now.
She definitely cheated, 100%.
Yeah.
And
like,
it just
Xylee, I get it. Look, man, when I smoke enough weed, I have trouble with like remembering stupid bull. Like, and I'm not even gonna lie, I don't actually care about the history of these people's fucking channels. Like, somebody would have to feed me the answers. I just literally don't give a shit, right? Like, you're older than everybody. Your probably memory is starting to fade. Like, it's okay. Like, if anything, you deserve the handicap. Just own it.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is like Xylee has kind of like taken the position of Augie of having on all the different people from commentary on her show since Augie's been on hiatus and hasn't done shit.
Oh, that's no fun.
Well, and that's kind of like what's been getting her into hot water. She's been having on everybody, and Salvo, whenever he gets in a beef, it gets back to Xylee, and then it just keeps feeding the endless loop.
Oh
and
my God, you know what? No, she's being the mom of the group. Fuck you. God damn, it's so weird.
What?
No, look, all these people are fucking stupid ass children, and she's like, she is the age of their fucking mother. Like, how do you think that? Like, how do you think that interaction is gonna go?
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then Tippy has some questions to answer.
No, I don't even want to fucking talk about that.
but
you know what I mean, right? Like, there's always somebody in the group who fills that fucking role. And, like, of course it's going to be fucking Xylee. So when people act out of line, Xylee's got to go away and his mom and, you know, make sure the youngins are behaved. Yeah, fucking
But
right.
she lost her fucking shit to Salvo because he was being a spoiled kid or something.
Yeah,
And
dude, it's Salvo. I remember when someone was like, hey, you should invite Salvo on the channel. This was like way back. And I was like, man, I kind of want to. And then I think Aura was like, don't fucking do it. And I was like, why? He's like, he's a fucking troll. Like,
I mean, Salvo's funny. I would suggest it. I mean, he was on Sin's channel for a couple streams.
I just don't think I have the
patience.
Oh, yeah, I just don't. I probably don't have the patience for it. He's funny. Like, when I see the antics he pulls, like, dude, man, he had me fucking dying with the fucking Def Noodle shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, there's that part of me is like, bro, if you went to my business pulling that shit, I'd probably just go out and fucking deck you. Like,
deck you in the schnoz.
Like, I think he's lucky that Dennis is a pussy.
But like, what was ultimately funny about this is that Salvo really didn't have to do much to piss off Xylee, and she just goes into a fucking tirade. It's like, why does he not get to play by the rules? And it's like, what are these rules?
Because he's Salvo. Like, holy shit! Once he gets under your skin, you lost the game.
Yeah, like that's the whole point of a troll, is that you don't feed him, Xylee. And what you did was give him a feast for weeks now. Like, just saying, like, you have everybody's dick in your mouth from at one point or another. And she goes off a list. She's like, I've had Tipster's dick in my mouth. I've had Keemstar's dick in my mouth. I've had the Oreo's dick in my mouth. I've had Tommy's. And just like, it's so fucking over the top and dumb. And I'm like, and then it starts to get like fucking real for a second, like, no pun intended, where she gets like really fucking mad. And she's like, I think, who was it? The franchise made like this great little song edit of it.
Oh my God, please send that to me. I need to play that right now.
I'll have to find it.
Oh God, that's too funny.
Let's see here.
Actually, you know what, dude? Gigi.
What?
I'm going to give you something that you can use in your little fireball bullshit. Tell me you think it's funny.
You gonna put up on screen or?
I think
no.
Private chat now.
I'm saving it for you. I want to know what you think.
Well, I think I got the answer.
Especially hipster.
I mean, I think I got the answer for you right there, Crow. I mean, it probably went in pretty smooth, seeing how she doesn't have any teeth.
Oh god.
I mean, that's the one thing that I learned is that she has false teeth. So.
Oh god.
I'm amazed.
Oh god. Okay, look, we can't. Like, you gotta save that. You gotta save that. Okay.
Okay.
Oh man. All right. All right. I don't want to play any more of this because it's just Jessica crying, and I honestly don't care. Fuck. You know, I saw fucking Akilah Hughes. Akilah obviously was bitching at that Chris Gore guy because he was saying like they need to go back to male superheroes at Marvel. And I was like, oh, you mean when the movies were good? Which apparently you're not supposed to say. But also it's kind of true. Well, he says it. I saw Akilah Hughes like bitching about a sausage fest. And I was like, wait, that's that whore who tried to sue fucking Sargon and got countersued and lost. Like, fuck, man. I'm surprised she's on fucking Twitter now that fucking Sargon is unbanned. That's too funny. But let's see. There's Red for this bitching about something. Let's talk about a funny.
Why is she coming back?
I don't fucking know. Let's talk about something that happened though, and I want your guys' reaction to this.
Oh boy.
20,000.
Oh, this.
That's $30,000.
It's a Christmas gift from Tipster.
Probably.
What the actual fuck?
If only he treated his wife that good.
This has to be either a YouTuber, a taser.
I imagine he probably pulled something out of his life savings account for this.
This is so strange. Is this a YouTuber who's like trying to pull a prank on me or some shit?
No, it's Tipster simping for you.
20,000.
Yeah.
I like my thing is I saw somebody complain about it where they're like, why would you give like the wealthiest bitch on Twitch 70 grand in cash? Like
drug money laundering.
I'd like no. I'm not saying that, but like, do you think that that's gonna impress the woman? like I mean, I'm sorry.
No, you're just gonna somewhat be like, make her go, what the fuck?
I mean, a new iPhone, bodyguard services, full paid for a year. Like it's.
Okay, actually, the bodyguard services full paid for a year. That's just nice, but like, still, right? Like, man, 70 grand in cash is just not going to fucking do it. This woman is a multi-million fucking nair. That's not gonna fucking do it. I just don't know what motivated this individual to behave this way, and it's I find it deeply disturbing.
I mean, you know she's gonna have to claim that on her taxes, right? 70 fucking grand as a gift.
I know that's not gonna be fun for her. But look, I mean, maybe
that was the intent. Make her pay taxes.
She's single now.
Right.
Quote unquote.
We've heard that one before, Dev, from all of these bimbos.
I've never gotten why that's such a big thing for these dudes. It's like, come on, man. Like they're whoring themselves out for money on fucking Twitch. Like, you really think that this woman is gonna like fucking care that you sent her any money, or that you even said like I just find the whole thing fucking hilarious when people are like, oh, once we find out that they have a boyfriend, I'm out. It's like, what, man? You honestly thought that you had a chance? Like, I'm just trying to figure out.
That was me back in high school.
Oh, that's see, okay. So if it's a bunch of high schoolers, I get that, right? Because high schoolers are fucking dumb as shit. Right, when I was in high school, I did some things I wasn't supposed to be doing as a high schooler. But also, man, like you have this woman who's got like what, hundreds of thousands of people watching her, right? But like they find out she's seeing somebody, it's like, oh, everybody drop out immediately. It's like, bro, none of you guys had a chance. Like, you didn't have a chance. If this woman was single and never had sex in like 5 years, still none of you would have a fucking chance. Like,
Well,
why? Like, I just, if you're gonna be a simp till the day you fucking die.
Well, I guess they don't want to share their toy IRL is the only thing I could think of. They like to play with themselves with it alone.
Oh man.
And they can only do that through a webcam.
Oh God, stop.
As soon as they see another guy there behind the webcam, it's like, I have to share it with that thing.
Hold on. Tim Pool just got swatted.
Again.
Say what?
Again, yeah. Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
God,
I was gonna go into the story. Like somebody burglarized one of his homes.
Yeah.
And I guess in another case, like they actually arrested somebody. But got swatted again. Law enforcement doesn't exist in this country anymore. Private security or nothing. Like,
wow.
You know what? At this point, Tim, you might as well just start dropping them.
I mean, the problem dropping.
That's the only way how you're going to get the cops involved at this point.
The problem that I find is, you know, I look at the situation with people on the left when they complain about, you know, their names being mentioned. You know, people are threatening and harassing them, and it's like, dude, Tim Pool's been swatted multiple fucking times now, right? Like, and you guys are constantly going after him, like. I'm pretty sure it's not crazy right wingers that are doing it to Tim Pool. I'm pretty sure it's your guys' audience. And then when it happens to them, they just don't talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't
then
like
it happens again, and they just act like nothing bad's happening. It's like, dude, I'm not saying that you can't talk about the guy, but like you. At a certain point, when the guy's been spotted like 10 fucking times, and you're still, and just recently, the Young Turks was out there calling him a fucking pedophile. It's like,
because of the thoughts under his beanie.
Yeah, I was like, dude, like, I don't know, man. Like, the thing
I mean,
is,
Shank, you wanted to fuck horses at one point.
well, the thing is, like, when it comes to people on the left, they accuse people on the right of doing this shit. But here's another example of them engaging this fucking behavior. And yet, Tim Pool's going to keep getting swatted, and they'll keep fucking saying the worst shit about him with no condemnation of what's happening. When people on the right get like victimized, like actually victimized, right? That like the guy that was gunned down, they just like straight up justify it. Right? He was asking for it. Right? If Tim Pool wants to stop being harassed, he'll stop saying the things.
I mean, the whole thing is like the cops should be able to track down these people a lot harder because of all the fucking political pressure that's on them to do so. I mean, Tim, the first time he actually got
wait, what political pressure?
The first time he got swatted, or was around the second time, he said that there were like people that live within like, I think it was the general vicinity of his property over there that were like judges, like local judges that the police precincts were tied to and everything, that would be able to force like some kind of conclusion to the case, is what he alluded to. Like they were fed up with this shit as well. So it kind of turned into like a communal effort with people who have actual fucking staying power when it comes to police resources, or even the FBI for that matter.
Yeah, I heard him making those statements. I don't know how true that is.
Well, I mean, he's in West Virginia, so I wouldn't doubt it, given how there's like a lot of that focused over there.
Well, I mean, because he's still being swatted and nothing's been happening to stop it.
Well, I think they've more or less just gone to like the cyber crimes unit and being able to track it online and see where the information is being spread, if it's still being spread.
Well, I mean, this point, to top it off, like you've had people not only swat him, they've gone to his property, and in one case, open fired in the house.
Yeah, and
that's even more terrifying.
Didn't the security guards actually return fire?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same case, but I know that one place is burglarized, and also They shot at the house, and a security guard shot back at them and was able to, I believe, stop them. Hold on one second. I think this is the other tweet. Yeah, there's a 9mm bullet lodged in my kitchen now. I can't say I'm surprised this happened after the wave of doxing and threats made against us.
Wow.
This one's a fucking idiot. You're the pro-gun person there, pal. I don't even know what to say to that.
He's not the pro-doxing and harassing person there, jackass.
It's like, hey, somebody fired up. Someone shot at me, and she goes, "Well, are you pro-gun?" What the fuck?
I mean, he didn't even say that he was being shot at. Like, he said that the property was just being guarded, and these guys broke in trying to rob it.
Okay. Like, this was at his house, so somebody shot at his house because this is in his kitchen.
No. He said it was a different property that had a kitchen.
Well, are you sure?
Yeah, at least what I heard from the quarterings video today.
That's the quartering didn't talk to Tim. The quartering is reading Tim's tweets. I'm reading what he actually said. This says at one of their properties. This other one is saying that it was
in my kitchen now.
Yeah. But
I'm reading that as like it's talking about the same property. Like one is talking about the initial incident in which gunfire broke out, and then it basically he got to inspect it and he found a bullet hole in the kitchen there. Not like it was at his actual place of residence.
Oh, okay.
Because he said that he's got multiple properties set up to where it could be arranged or it could be used as a living, setup if they need to swap from building to building for shows.
Which, I mean, maybe he's got to just start doing that.
I mean, talk about like musical chairs and Russian roulette at this point.
I like how he's like sitting flat, says, stay the fuck away from my buildings. It's like, dude, yeah, no, I think you have people that are going there specifically to fuck with him.
Yeah, they dropped their belongings, so I'm guessing there's some ID in that.
Yeah, that's not good. That's very bad. I mean, holy shit, you have to be insane to break into West Virginia house. Like,
yeah.
Oh man.
Almost every homeowner, half homeowners would probably have a gun on them.
Because, I mean, he was doing content today, and it didn't look like he was too shaken up by it. Maybe he's just got nerves of steel at this point, but it didn't look like he would... Well, I mean, here's the thing, like, if it was, like, the place that he does, like, his living at, I don't think they would allow him back in to record videos there, or, again, he'd have, like, another setup. It just seems kind of off to me that it would be his actual house.
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, by the way, that thing is in your DMs on Discord.
Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and play it, and then we'll move into the main topic tonight.
Yeah, the main event.
You're gonna love this, Crow. This is just completely unhinged.
Okay. Well, actually, while this plays, then, because I got my wireless headphones on, I'm going to grab something to drink. Nobody do anything bad while I'm gone.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I've heard that Salvo Bridge. I'm done.
Why?
I'm done with the fucking disrespect, team. I'm done that he doesn't have to play by the same set of rules that everybody else does. We have this imaginary set of rules that we can't show emotion, that we have to just ignore. And Salvo can do whatever the fuck he wants. Talk about people's kids, talking about people's families. He can do whatever he wants, but yet we have the silent rules that we don't have to do it. And this motherfucker comes into my goddamn streams and disrespects me. I saw what you told him to fucking delete. I'm tired of being fucking disrespected. I have tried everything with Salvo. I even went to fucking New York. I met him. I pulled up. Pull up or shut up, right? I even did that. I have done everything to that motherfucker but go mask off. Well, guess what? I'm masked off Xylee now. I'm done.
Nothing.
And I don't give a fuck because I'll take everybody on my goddamn self. I don't need tipster. I don't need my viewers. I don't need my members, my subscribers. I can stand there, grab my tits, and say, fucking bring it. The other night, I had Augie's dick in my mouth. I've had Chris's dick in my mouth. I wanted to fuck Chris in my mouth. I've had just about everybody in the commentary community's dick in my mouth besides you. And don't give me, and Keem, I'm telling you right now, you better not say that fucking phrase. Oh, it's just Salvo. Don't even say it.
I'm not saying that.
It's on a constant fucking basis. Okay? Here's the difference between me and Salvo. He's a pussy. He can't stand up and grab his fucking balls and do shit on his own. He always has to have people spamming pancakes. He couldn't even go to Death Noodles by himself. He had to stack the fucking crowd. He can't do shit on his own. He can't fight one-on-one. He needs his little crew. I can go into a chat and it's so fucking obvious. And honestly, Nick has said this too. He'll go in there, start talking shit, and then another one of his news team comes in, another one. And before you know it, they're all talking shit. It's so fucking obvious. You're a fucking pussy. You can't stand on your fucking own. I'm done. I have tried everything with that motherfucker. I have tried everything with him, King. Everything.
Okay, well.
And I'm done.
Well, Xylee, nothing.
And I don't give a fuck because I'll take everybody on my goddamn self. I don't need tipster. I don't need my viewers. I don't need my members, my subscribers. I can stand there, grab my tits, and say, fucking bring it. Like a grown ass fucking woman.
Well, that
Dog,
was...
who the fuck made that?
Franchise made it. I swear to God.
Franchise.
I found it funny how he managed to just use it to be the blend in with the tangent to make it sound like it's a fucking rap song. A raging rap song. Hey, franchise, do us a favor. Can you do one for Crow, but make it a banger and make it much better than this?
No, don't do that, franchise.
Yeah, he'll go for the clip of where Crow's like telling like people in Russia and Ukraine can die and shit.
Look, people were advocating for nuclear warfare. I have every right to say that people are going to die in nuclear warfare. Like everybody involved in the nuclear warfare is probably going to die. Okay, so this is called the Twitter Files. And now there was supposed to be a part 2 the next day. That got delayed. I don't know exactly what it's about, but fucking Elon Musk is like saying that he's no longer doing public signings and that there's a very real threat to him being assassinated. He also, whether or not this is a joke, stated affirmatively that he is not suicidal. Like at a certain point, like that could be him defending himself against an attack or him just beaming on the Clintons.
I mean, it's probably a little bit from column A and B, but Tim Pool actually had the full quote, and it's like, it's like if I commit, you know what, it's not true or whatever. Look into it.
Yeah. Now the Twitter Files here. He shows quite a few things in the thread, but you can see that they had specific requests for things to be taken down. This is shortly before the election. This was a story that was going viral, and it is very clear that Twitter was taking the request of one candidate in order to get stories removed that weren't favorable to that candidate. Before all this happened, when this story dropped, this was all Russian disinformation. It's not true. It's not true. Several journalists up until just a few months ago stated flat out on the record that nothing in this could be confirmed. Right? I remember there was an NBC interview with Donald Trump where he's like, you guys won't talk about the laptop. And she's like, that's because nothing can be confirmed. And I'm like, you guys are just so dishonest. Like, I think it was at ABC News, like just a couple weeks ago, said that they confirmed that the laptop is true and real. And I'm like, wow, that only took you like over 2 years. That's actually impressive that it took you over 2 years. But now the argument is that, well, this is Biden's campaign team doing this. So that wasn't really the government doing it. And I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is like flat out 100%. You are intentionally interfering in your own election in the most dirty and underhanded way fucking possible. Like, you have to be careful because when you use terms like this was stolen, I'm not going to say that. What I will say though is no candidate running for any office should have the ability to go to any platform in order to get stories taken down because they are negative towards that candidate.
Yeah, I mean, this was basically supposed to be Joe Biden's October surprise. Like, you know how that is in politics. Before the election, in the month of October, near like the last or second to last week, a massive story drops, and it's always being held like it's probably like the most
it's
like
clear
dirt
this,
you could
this
ever have on
was
someone.
This was the October surprise. They dropped an October surprise on Trump. It just wasn't that groundbreaking because they were already throwing the kitchen sink at the guy.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? Rachel Maddow had like another copy of his tax returns or something.
Yeah, it was something really dumb. But like this story was massive because it for the longest time, people have made the claim that Joe Biden used his families to enrich himself. Right? He would get like he became the vice president. All of a sudden, his son is making all this money. Previously, when he became I think it was like a senator, his brother like just exploded in money during the Iraq War. And it's like it's pretty clear that Biden's family members were heavily enriching themselves using his name. Like this has been known to people. Well, then when it comes to the situation with his son, Biden made plenty of claims. I wasn't involved. These are his dealings. I'm not involved. I have nothing to do with it. And then this laptop breaks. And it's like, well, actually, they were sharing a bank account. He was heavily involved. His son was directly using his name. His son was also talking about this money that he was being kicked up to the big man, which is like, I don't think it's God. I don't think Hunter Biden. I think Hunter Biden's like the furthest thing away from fucking God.
Well,
So,
I mean,
like,
you know the thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean. You know the thing.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh man, dude, I love that song. It's so good. But this is talking about. This is some random person, but this is what the thing that got James Woods taken down. And he just recently got his account restored.
Man, didn't James want to go crazy though?
Yeah, I know, it's funny.
Yeah, like years ago, I think.
Yeah, I mean that man lost his insanity. I think he's only relevant for being Hades now.
Dude,
well, I mean that or just himself on Family Guy.
True.
Ooh,
I
piece of
would
candy.
say Family Guy James Woods is actually more decent than real life James Woods.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with James Woods. You guys
identity theft. Come on, like.
So back when they suspended the White House spokeswoman for Trump because she tweeted out the story. Well, here's the thing about this story that becomes like crazy. Thanks for reaching out to us. Per checking, the user was bounced by site integrity for violating our hack materials policy, adding them here for further insights and guidance. Now, the hack materials policy, that didn't make sense to people, right?
Yeah,
this is what
it would mean someone had to claim it as their property.
Well, it also was because if you're going to make the claim of hack materials, there's usually like a police investigation into it. That wasn't the case here. They made the claim. They knew it was bullshit. and they just had to keep going along with it. Like over here,
And it goes from
I'm struggling to understand the policy basis for marking this as unsafe. And I think the best explainability argument for this externally would be that we're waiting to understand if this story is the result of hacked materials. We'll face hard questions on this if we don't have some kind of solid reasoning for marking the link unsafe. They did it before they had any idea what they were supposed to be doing. They saw the story break and they immediately hid it and started banning people for talking about it.
Probably because hacked materials is like a high priority search thing on their algorithm. Or their AIs that go through that shit.
Well, actually, here's Yoel Roth. This is the guy that just recently is talking about how Twitter is super unsafe now. Yeah. Let's read what they had to say. The policy basis is hacked materials, though, as discussed, this is an emerging situation where the facts remain unclear. Given the severe risk here and the lessons of 2016, we're erring on the side of including a warning and preventing this content from being amplified. What is the warning that will come up? New, when you click on this link, you'll see the generic unsafe URL message, references spam, malware, and violations of Twitter's rule. Not ideal, but it's the only thing we have. Yeah. Because that's not like, dude. So even that link where it was talking about like malware and dangerous materials and shit, that was just bullshit from something else that they were attaching onto the links to that story. To Ian's point, can we truthfully claim that this is part of the policy? As part of our approach to addressing potentially hacked materials, we're limiting visibility of related stories on Twitter while our investigation is ongoing. Yeah, because here's the other problem with them making that claim. Many other stories break by journalists who gain those materials through, extra legal means, right? Somebody will give them those materials and the journalist wasn't the one that, violated someone's privacy or anything by obtaining it, right? Well, the moment you say, obtaining that information without the owner's consent, that makes it automatically hacked materials. It's stupid. It's bullshit. And you would actually kill a ton of stories because there'd be no way to report on them on Twitter.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, the dumbass left his laptop at a repair shop for over a year. And the guy who repaired it just gave it to the FBI and was like, look, there were some things I saw in here that I probably shouldn't have seen. And then once that story broke, Hunter's like, hey, you still got my laptop? And then that's how it becomes hacked materials. That's probably the bullshit excuse they'll have.
Now, here's something I actually found interesting. Because I shit on Democrats all the time now. But Ro Khanna is a Democrat who actually reached out and was very concerned with what was happening, generating huge backlash on Hill regarding speech. Happy to chat if you're up for it. Best Row. Congressman Khanna, thank you for reaching out and we appreciate the heads up. We put out a clarifying thread of tweets earlier this evening explaining our policy around posting the private information and linking directly to hacked materials. The press secretary's account was not permanently suspended. We requested that she delete the tweet containing material that is in violation of our rules, and her account is restricted until she complies. I'd be happy to jump. See, this is the part where it's total bullshit, right?
Yeah.
The team themselves were going over how they were supposed to take this down and why they were calling it hacked materials, right? The team themselves knew it was bullshit, right? They didn't even involve Jack Dorsey because when Jack Dorsey found out, Jack Dorsey was trying to unwind it.
Yeah.
And that is shocking to me. Because I was sitting there going Jack Dorsey's just letting all this shit happen. Apparently not. He had no idea. And when he found out, he tried to put a stop to it. That's actually fucking funny.
That's actually surprising coming from Jack Dorsey of all people.
No, it is. It is.
I mean, he's the one who didn't understand how his hate speech policy favored the left more than it did the right, especially his fucking lawyer.
Now, here's the thing that actually got me about the Ro Khanna lady, right? When she says, "Hey, this is creating a lot of concern," I let's chat. Vijay Gotti just goes into Twitter's policy, right? Twitter's policy that was bullshit, that was completely made up, that this didn't fall under, right?
Yeah.
Ro Khanna, the Democrat, right, goes, this seems a violation of the First Amendment principles. If there is a hack of classified information or other information that could expose a serious war crime, and the New York Times was to publish it, I think the New York Times should have that right. A journalist should not be held accountable for the illegal actions of the sources unless they actively aided the hack. So to restrict the distribution of that material, especially regarding a presidential candidate, seems not in the keeping of the principles of the New York Times v. Sullivan. I say this as a total Biden partisan and convinced he didn't do anything wrong. But the story now has become more about censorship than relatively innocuous emails, and it's become a bigger deal than it would have been. It is also now sending a serious efforts to curtail Section 230, many of which have been a mistake. Ro Khanna was simultaneously arguing in favor of Joe Biden, in favor of First Amendment principles, in favor of actual journalism, and in favor of Twitter's own viability as a fucking platform. I will say it, like, hands off to the lady, like, slow golf clap. I did not expect to see any Democrat actually engage in moral behavior. But she did. She did.
I mean, this kind of reminds me of the Edward Snowden stuff where they tried to get, what's his name? The journalist who helped break the story. It was Greg.
I'm terrible with names.
Well, basically, they tried linking him to Snowden, like saying you probably paid him to hack all this information about us spying on you and shit like that. Because they were trying to silence that story for the longest time as well.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It just really doesn't surprise me. But like, again, this part here with Ro Khanna, 100% did, right? But like, when you see it here, right? The staffers hail from the House. They were talking about investigating this stuff. Net Choice let Twitter know a bloodbath awaits in upcoming Hill hearings, with members saying it's a tipping point. Complaining tech has grown so big they can't even regulate themselves, so government may need to interfere. Like, the thing about this that gets to me is you get down to here, where the Democrats are flat out saying the First Amendment isn't absolute. Like, first off, on Twitter, they've completely gone off First Amendment argument whatsoever, right? But at the end of the day, they've also adopted the argument that Twitter is the public town square, right? It's the new town square. That was something the right had been saying for a while, and they denied it. Now they're saying, yes, it is. And it's like, okay, well, if it's the town square, why were you letting people control the conversations in the town square? Because it was benefiting them. That's the only reason why. When they think it won't benefit them, they immediately want government interference. And I mean, like, it's just so fucking telling. It really is.
I mean, this isn't just like showing your entire hand. This is like just giving the game entirely.
Well, so before we wrap up for the night, the 27 most embarrassing reactions to Taibbi thread about Twitter censoring Hunter Biden tweets.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Well, see, this is like a cavalcade of the most dishonest and discredited journalists. Ben Collins. Ben Collins, who helped promote the Keffels scam, and recently it turned out was actually donating money to Keffels. And then when that broke, Keffels went to Twitter and started going like, oh, this is someone completely different. And then Ben Collins replies to Keffels. And it's like, oh, yeah, there's no association here whatsoever.
Yeah, the same guy who hid the fact that Kiwi farms still exist to this day.
Yeah, fucking what a... But Ben Collins says that Matt Taibbi threw it all away to do PR work for the richest man in the world. Chris Hayes.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Collins, you threw away tons of your own money and your dignity and all your credibility for someone who claims to be a woman.
Chris Hayes, watching some of the most famous, most powerful, and richest men red pill themselves into disaster. Pretty wild. You know what I love? Ben Collins, Chris Hayes, Mehdi Hassan, all of these people responding this way. Even Jason Schreier. I will get into him. All these people, when the Hunter Biden laptop story broke originally, repeated the line. It's Russian disinformation.
Well, I mean, Chris Hayes works for MSNBC. I mean, he's like their resident geek with spectacles. He's like the male version of Rachel Maddow.
I like this person said the self-proclaimed journalists are melting down over the real journalist Matt Taibbi. And this guy, like, I know he's telling you what you want to hear, but he's just doing PR work for the world's richest man. PR for the world's richest. Actually, hold on. Let's see. PR for the world's. Okay.
Comes up about 11 times, right?
Oh, wait, hold on. Richest. There we go. Comes up. Hold on. Let's go all the way to the first time. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 fucking times.
Okay. 3 times what I was guessing.
I just
Nearly.
like, dude, they can't fucking help themselves, right? This is the reaction. It's all bullshit. It's all because Elon Musk is turning over the emails from Twitter to Matt Taibbi. I don't know if your claim is maybe there's more emails there, dude. What's in those emails is fucking damning. Like, that shit's indefensible. You're not going to fucking get away with saying, "Oh, this is just totally normal." It's just totally normal. Vic,
in what way?
Vic, it's totally normal. This stuff happens all the time.
Yeah, nepotism, corruption, it's all normal.
Twitter makes up policies all the time to censor content that they just don't like. It happens. That's how content moderation works. You're just upset because you want to look at Hunter Biden's penis, and now you can't. Dude, I think it's hilarious. I really do. Like,
I love how it just boils down that you want to look at Hunter Biden's penis. Like, yeah, probably on a dartboard while I aim, so I know where to hit. To inflict maximum pain on the fucker.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful. That's a call for violence.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Just saying. Like,
I disavow and condemn you for saying such an awful thing about the crack addict son of the pedophile president. We should probably end the stream here, guys.
Like father, like son.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into another stream on the Wholesome Crow channel with my good friends 224 Vic, who endorsed everything that I said tonight, and Gigi Evans, who has been financially supporting me for decades. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful night.
You're very welcome.